they have gotten where they let me stand closer to them. I come up and sit back on the side by side because the mosquitoes are so bad around them. So I put me some spray on. But there they all are, y'all. I think we all like stopping and just looking at them. And so that's their new home over there. Daniel's putting the fence up. And we ran out of time yesterday, so he's got to get it done today. But these mosquitoes, woo, they just flying around my face, and I just put stuff on. Sometimes I wonder if that stuff is candy instead of mosquito spray. Isn't they pretty, y'all? They just so pretty. We've got bands on them, so hopefully their ears will fall off. The ears. No, I don't want their ears to fall off because they're too cute with their ears. I want their horns to fall off. The two girls. He was debudded by his owner. She took him to the vet. But these other two were just wild. They're all wild. But they were wild from just being in the herd. Good morning, y'all, from the front porch. I got some traffic, but I got some noisy little birds up in the tree. It's just so beautiful. But I'll have to tell you, it's mosquitoes is bad out here, so I won't stay long. But it is around 10:30 and it is 84 degrees already, and it's muggy. So I'm having problems on my air conditioner. It's just not wanting to cut off. I hate to see the light bill this month. But I told you in my last video, I didn't have time. I ran out of time because I didn't want to make it too long. But I told you I had something that I was getting for my birthday, and I was putting some money with it, and I want to show you what it was. Isn't that pretty? I had a red one, and I left it in the yard, and it got messed up. So I'm not leaving this one in the yard. I have not rode it yet. Daniel rode it to try it out. Y'all, it is almost brand new. The man said he bought it for his 91-year-old dad, and he just didn't like it. And he said, it's different to ride them. And I said, yeah, I've had one before. So I got a really good deal on this one. I thank the Lord for it. Now, I'll tell you, I hope in the future that Daniel's going to be able to turn this into an e-bike. One reason I haven't rode it yet, I got to get it off the porch. But that seat is too high for my short legs to get up there. And we've just been so busy. Daniel hasn't. I didn't think about telling Daniel to put it down. So we're going to have to do something to put it down. But I hope it doesn't rub on the basket, because that's awful close in there. But we'll see. But anyway, I think it's a beautiful color. It looks brand new. All but the chains on the basket's a little rusty. But other than that, yeah. Well, I was looking at bicycles on Amazon. And the ones that I was looking at, I looked at this kind, and they were a little more than what I want to put in. But the other ones that wasn't a swing, I could put a little bit more and had a brand new bicycle. I understand that. But those, you see where the pedals are? They're away from the seat. The other ones, the swing's the only one that I've seen that did that I could afford anyway. And I couldn't even afford swing on Amazon. But the other pedals come right there under the seat, and I just didn't like that. So that is what I got for my birthday and beyond. I had to bake some cakes to get some of it, and like I said, Daniel gave me some birthday money, and I baked cakes and I put it with it, and I had some fun money that I put with it, and I got me a pretty blue bike. Hey y'all, I just got an order from Amazon, and I wanted to show you what I have in here. I'm excited about this. It is hard to find pasta that won't hurt your blood sugar. And so I've ordered this, hoping that it won't. It is made from, you can see that it is made from red lentils flour. So it's red lentil. And the carb count is 34, but there's like 6, 3, and 3. That's 12. So that's 22 carbs from this, which is an E if you're doing Trim Healthy Mama. And this is a plant protein. This is something, lentils is something that I think Trim Healthy Mama recommends. There's not much fat in there. So a serving is 2 ounces. So just a little bit of this with some spaghetti would be great. I got 3 boxes of the panini. I guess that's how you say it. And I got 3 boxes. Ooh, those are skinny little boxes of the spaghetti. So yes, I do eat noodles. I bought some from Aldi the other day. That was brown rice and quinoa mixed. And so I'm going to try that. But I also wanted to try the red lentil because this was recommended that this was a healthier version. And anytime I can get some noodles to help with an e-meal, I'm happy about it. So, yep. And I ordered this off of Amazon. I'm thinking it was like $20 for this. So that's 6 boxes for 20 bucks. It's a little high, but you know, when you're eating healthy, it's always a little high. I've been a little private with Daniel. I'll get him to turn sideways if he doesn't mind. But his stomach was pretty far out there. And I know he's still got some weight, but he's lost weight. And that shirt was skin tight, y'all. Now show him, Daniel. Pull it out. Look at there. Yay! Trim Healthy Man. Ain't it? Yep. Well, I just showed you how the weight loss was going for Daniel. And I wanted to share something with you. I'm doing this video sitting beside Daniel because I do have some men watching, and I want to be careful on how I say what I say. So that's why I'm doing it in front of my son, because I know if I say it in front of my son, I can say it in front of anybody else. But anyway, not every reward for eating healthy comes by the scales. Now, it has been very, very slow with me with the scales. Very slow. But you know what? With what I've lost so far, I've still way less this month in June than I did last month in May. But with what I've lost over the years with Trim Healthy Mama, I'm almost at a bag of chicken feed. I'm like 6 pounds from 50 pounds. So that's not bad, I don't think. Because, you know, I've lost it and I've kept it off, and I still claim it because I was at my highest. It was work getting down to where even now I'm at. But Daniel's not seeing a humongous scale, but he's seeing it in his clothes, and he is seeing it on the scale. It has come down. He didn't get to weigh as much. He weighs at work with the steel toe boots and all the keys and everything, so he is seeing a difference. But not every reward comes in the scale. So I'm going to share this with you, and I'm going to try to keep it clean. You know, I wish I could, when I lose weight, and even eating this way, even if you're not losing weight, sometimes you're losing inches. And I've noticed that, even in my clothes. Now, look, not everybody's going to notice that. Not everybody's me. I pay attention to me. I don't pay attention to everybody else. else, I pay attention to me. So I know when the shirt gets a little tight, or the skirt is a little, or the shirt gets a little loose, the skirt's getting a little more material in it. That's nice. Got a long ways to go before it's before I can take it up. But anyway, I wish I could lose weight where I wanted to and keep it where I didn't want to, but that's not how it works. Randy always said I would lose it up top before I'd lose it anywhere else. So that being said, I've told y'all I've been laying I lay on my right side, and I have laid on my right side, and it's not hurting as bad as it did, but it got to hurt pretty bad. It was to the point that it was hard to hook things in the back. And so before I started Trim Healthy Mamas, I bought me some things that I could hook in the front. And when I bought them, they were too small. And so now, I don't know if we've been on 3 weeks or 4 weeks. We haven't been 4 weeks yet. This is just our 3rd week. I'm thinking we're going into our 4th week. I could be wrong. But anyway, it's been about a month. Anyway, so I decided this morning that I would try on what I had purchased that was too tight, and I have to say I'm so happy that I'm in it. It fits. So just because the scales aren't budging doesn't mean other things aren't budging it. So I'm very thankful for that, because I thank the Lord for that, because if you ever had weight loss problems, you know it's a struggle. If you had female problems, or you having disease, or you having sickness, lots of things are problems. And for me, being overweight and trying to keep my sugars, which my sugars are still great, it was 124 this morning, so yay. So if you're having problems, I just want to encourage you to put one foot in front of the other and just try to do what you can do. That's all you can do. When you do your best, you can't do nothing else. We are in Buffalo, South Carolina. I've never been here before. But look at the towers. It's an old mill, so there had to be something in between those two buildings holding it together on this big lot. But that is so pretty. Got a clock on this side, and then just windows. But I sure hate I had to climb all the way up there. So at the end of our little day trip, Daniel and I finished our day by going to Cracker Barrel, and I got the chicken tenders with green beans, carrots, and pinto beans. So I made it an E. And yes, we stayed away from the bread.